Welcome back. Most modern women have mental illness. Right? Most of them. Right? I swear to you that if you go meet a modern woman right now, most likely she gonna have some kind of mental illness. Right? She's seen a therapist. She's on some SSRI, some medication. Right? If you've seen those women, or you've met this woman who's admitting to you that she have a therapist or see a psychiatrist, leave. Right? There's no point. There's no point of going there. Right? You just only setting yourself up for failure. Right? Most women these days have mental illnesses. Right? Due to how women behavior are. If you understand what women behavior, right? If you understand the mind of a woman, guys, the way they drink, the way they think, right? If they think of a solution like, all right, for example, I need to fix a light bulb because the light bulb's out, right? What the guys usually think, all right, I gotta replace the light bulb. Bam, one thing to do, right? One thing on his mind, replace the light bulb. That's how those guys usually find a solution, right? They go straight to the sources. They direct, right? Women, if there's a problem happen, right, and they have to change the light bulb, they can figure out, what kind of light bulb do I need? What kind of shade do I need? How many light bulbs do I need? All this stuff, right? What kind of voltage of a light bulb? All this stuff, like, what the heck are you talking about? Right? Their mind the way their mind works, if they have to solve for one problem, they have all these different thoughts. Right? For a guy, if they have to solve for one problem, they solve for that one particular problem. Because of women, the way they are, the way the circuitry works, right? Because they have all these thoughts in their head, right? They don't know how to control it. This is why they need therapists. They don't know how to control their mind. They don't know what to believe, what direction they need to go, right? What solution they need to pick. This is why it's crucial for women to have a man in their life, because a man provides them a directions, or the father, whatever their man or their father, right? It provides them a directions, because without direction, women can go all these branches. That the way they think is like a branch in the tree. It's spread everywhere. Right? For a guy, they put them in a structured path. Right? So they won't go crazy. Why do you think a lot of women that out there doesn't have a father figure, a male role model, or anything in their life, they turn out to be crazy. Don't turn out to be feminist. They turn out to be liberal, right? Which is a totally mind disorder. Right? Liberal is the practice of not having logic in their heads. Right? Because if they don't have a father figure, a male figure, because the way the male circuitry works in their head, right? The male work on a rational mind thought, right? The way the mind of a male works is rationality. It's based on rational thoughts, based on rationality. We don't think the way we problem solve. We don't have all these possible solutions. What might this? What might this? Da 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 da. What is this? What is this? We just find a solution and we stick with it. Then we fix that. If it doesn't fit, we go back to the drawing board, find a solution, and fix that. Women, they want to bring everything at once and try to do everything at once. Don't care what works, what doesn't work. Right? This is why most of them are crazy, because the thought process, right? Most of them need all these medications. If she's on medication, if you get to a girl's house, open her medicine cabinet, right? You see all these prescription drugs, right? Leave all these SSRI, all these Prozac, antidepressant. If she's depressed, leave. That's a sign of mental illness as well, right? Most modern women have some kind of mental illness these days because they don't have a structured household. They don't have a structured male role models. This is what leads to their mental illness without a structured male in their life. Right? Unfortunately, in the distant future, they say, 90% of women can end up single from 25 to 30 or 40, right? Think of all that women, all of them are going to be crazy. They're basically undateable. They're basically canceled out. They're out of the dating pool already, right? At that age, from 25, those are considered leftover women, and the leftover woman is totally undateable, right? Because they don't understand that in life they have to have a strong role model, a strong male role model, a strong male figure. Because women cannot lead other women. If a woman leads another woman, it's going to lead to them. It's going to lead to them destroy themselves. It's going to lead to the despair. Right? Look at all the country, right? Look at all the country who elected a female leader. Hong Kong, South Korea, Finland, right? What else? Brazil, whatever it is, right? They all corrupted. They have a failed leadership. They either have to resign or they're in the country's in economic despair. Right? Because this is what I'm saying. Women cannot lead each other. If a woman lead another woman, it's going to lead to collapse. I'm not saying this to head on one, but I'm stating facts. I'm saying facts. All right? Look at it. I'm not saying this to hate on women. All right? I'm not bashing them. But in actuality, it's true because women need men to lead them. Because of the way they think, the thought process, right? They don't have the clear, rational mind like a man have. A men have that rational mind, which enabled to lead a woman to the right path, the righteous path, right? And you fail to do that, you're a failure as a man. You have to lead as a man. Men are natural born leaders, right? No matter how much of a simp you are. Right, your instinct is to lead your pack, to lead your tribe, right? But if you fail to do that, you're a super simp, right? You're a failure as a man who can't lead. If you can't make a decision, right, you can't lead. This is why in most households, men make the decision. Men are the last decision maker of the house. They decide whether they should move out of the location or stay out of the location. They decide what college the kid go or what college the kid doesn't go to, right? They make all the final decision. They make the final decision on whether the house needs a new roofing or whether the house needs a new toilet, a new whatever it is, right? Right. But if you leave that to a woman, they can mainly destroy themselves, having all these thoughts. They can't make rational decision under heavy pressure. Why do you think? Right? Why do you think all the female leadership out there collapsed? Look at New Zealand. She had to resign. Right? That's facts. Right? She had to resign. She ran for another term, got re-elected, then what did she do? She resigned. Right? Well, if you're gonna resign anyway, why did you run in the first place? Right? Ardern, whatever name is, the New Zealand Prime Minister, former Prime Minister, right? She totally wasted time, wasted the New Zealand time in voting, and now she quit, right? Look at that. Look at all these evidence I just stated in you, right? They can develop mental illnesses, right? Look at Finland's Prime Minister. She just divorced her husband after she lost her election, right? What does that tell you? She's unstable, right? No matter what position she is, right? No matter if she's in a higher position, right? Right? They're not programmed to take that much pressure. Look at Carly Fiorina, the former CEO of HP. She collapsed a whole company. Right? She totally collapsed HP. Right? Imagine if we have Hillary Clinton as the president of the United States. Right? We dodged a bullet on that one, right? Imagine if Kamala Harris took the presidency. I have no hope for the United States if she actually became the president. Right? We're done. Right? We are done. Right? These women, and look what Kamala Harris is saying. She sounds like a psychopath. She don't know what she's saying. She's incoherent. Right? She's incoherent. People don't know what she's talking about. She's totally unlikable. Right? And look at Hillary Clinton. If she was to be in office, she would nuke everybody right now. She would nuke Russia. Now, is that a sign of a stable person? Stable people would not do that. People of rational thought don't do that. That's clearly a person with mental illnesses. Right? Look at what happened in Nashville. Right? That's mental illness. That's mental illness. Right? Cutting yourself up to implant something in your chest. That's mental illness. I would not cut myself up. I don't know how. I don't care how superficial I am. I'm not gonna go to this far length of cutting myself open just for vanity. That's to me. That's crazy. That's a mental illness. Right? I don't understand that. I don't understand people would go under the knife to do cosmetic surgery. I don't understand that. I do not want to cut myself up like that. But yeah, that's what I think of mental illnesses as well. But the point is, modern women have mental illnesses. A lot of them have it. They're on all these prescription drugs, right? Most of them are on prescription drugs. They see all these therapists. They pay all this money to see a therapist try to diagnose what's wrong with them, right? Guys don't do that. Guys don't often see a therapist. Guys just maintain that. Guys just, if guys are going on the down low, a guy's just, weigh it out. That's it, right? They take it as a man. They know how to control your emotions. If you're a rational man, they know how to control their emotions, right? Women do not have to control their emotions. If a person cannot control their emotions, that means they have some serious pent up mental illness that they're going through right now, right? They're either on heavy medication, Ritalin, Xanax, Zoloft, right? Prozac, all this stuff. If they're on this medication, they have some kind of mental illness, and they need some psychiatrical help, right? Like someone said, most of these women out there, they need therapy because they have all these unresolved mental illness. It's the way their thought process works. It's the way they think. They think the way they think is very brought out, and they can't stick with one ideas. When you have a brought out ideas, how can you choose a right one? You can't choose because there's so many of them. It's like going to a grocery store or a fast food restaurant and have all these menu items available at your disposal, and you can't pick which one. Now that's how their brain works. They can't pick which one they want to eat. That's why they go to a restaurant. They don't know what to eat. That's why a man, when they ask them what do you want to eat, they say I don't care. I don't know which one. Right? That's why when men take women on dates, they gotta pick a meal for a woman because she's not gonna know what she want. All right? She gonna take too long to think about it. All right? She don't know what she want to eat. She don't know where she want to go eat. Right? This is why places like In-N-Out or burger chains similar to In-N-Out, their menu item is very small. In-N-Out, Chipotle, all that crap they like. Right? The menu item is so small because it make it easier for people to choose. Once people have so much thing to choose, they complicate the whole thing. They don't know what to choose. When you give people so much items to choose from, they don't know what to choose. Right? Now, if you limit your option, it's easier to make people make their selections, like the way In-N-Out did, and it's faster and speedier. Look at the original McDonald's menu, right back in the 50s. They only have cheeseburger and hamburger, that's it, and fries. Right? So it's quicker to make decisions. Right? Now apply that to a mindset. When women have all these ideas on their mind, right? How does she know what to choose? It's gonna be impossible. It's gonna be hard for her to choose the right path. This is why she needed a man to make the decision for her. It's not being sexist. It's just biological, right? It's just biological. Men are programmed to be this way, women programmed to be this way. Unfortunately, women, the way they're programmed, their brain works is that they have too much. They think too much, right? They think too much. Men don't take the time to overly think about this stuff. Women, they overly think about everything. This is why it leads to their mental illness. Alright? I could go on and on and on, but I don't want to drag you guys. But if I missed anything, leave a comment below. Like, share, subscribe, and on that note, as always, peace and blessings.